Video games have become a part of society, and it is firmly grounded in the lives of a lot of people, especially young adults. Personally, I have many strong memories from playing video games at an early age. These experiences have been a part of my life and have actually helped me grow as a gamer, as an individual, as a person, friend, brother, all that good things. These experiences vary depending on whatever age you're looking at, and honestly, some are kind of hard to recall. But a big one for me would have to be when I was between the ages of 5 and 7. My father had recently bought a special antenna, and I honestly cannot remember what it was called, but I do remember what it made special in my eyes. For some reason, this antenna could pick up the signal of someone in our neighborhood who was playing video games on one of the old original Segas. All I had to do was switch to a certain channel on my TV, and I could see whatever game he was playing at the time. It was intriguing and exciting because around that age I didn't own any video games or gaming consoles, and the bit of gaming experience I had was outside my home. At the time there was no YouTube, so this was insanely new to me and very exciting. I soon memorized the gaming schedule of whoever my hero/entertainer was. He played Mario, Sonic, and a lot of similar games in that genre. And little did I know that this was my initiation into the gaming world. One evening, I noticed my entertainer had decided to try a different game, and I was ecstatic as I saw the Mortal Kombat logo flash across the screen. What was this new game? Will he be fighting cute turtles like he did in Mario? Boy, was I in for a surprise. As soon as the game started, I immediately realized this was a fighting game. But this was different. I saw my entertainer control a character called Liu Kang. Liu Kang had just bashed his entire fist into another character by the name of Johnny Cage, but it did not stop there. As soon as Liu Kang's fist made contact with Johnny's face, Johnny began vomiting buckets of blood, and I was shocked. Johnny Cage immediately retaliated with a very violent punch to Liu Kang's groin, and once again, a lot of blood came out from the point of impact. At this point, I was on my feet, looking around to make sure my parents had not just seen me watching something so violent. My heart was racing and I was so excited because for some reason, out of every game my entertainer had played, the one with all the blood excited me more than every other game. And right there, I vowed to play this game. Funny enough, I've played every Mortal Kombat game and own a lot of the recent titles. I have to say, the franchise is brilliant. Okay, so how do I start? There isn't a Mortal Kombat I haven't played, but to be fair, I never played competitively. I just played with family members and friends, and I remember going to my uncle's house as a kid, and I saw a shinier version of Mortal Kombat than I'd ever seen before. It had characters I didn't even know existed. The best part was when I saw him uppercut a character into an entirely new area. That was freaking amazing. Later down the line, my mom got me an Xbox and I begged her to buy me a game called Mortal Kombat. Come on, Mom, please. I didn't know there was a whole bunch of Mortal Kombat games, and my mom ended up getting me Shaolin Monks. I love that game so much. And you bet your ass I was Liu Kang. My younger brother was Kung Lao. It's funny because now at my age, I prefer Kung Lao overall, for obvious reasons.
I should lead a squad, Sonya.
Big egos make bad leaders.
Has that been your experience?
I'm no soldier, Kung Lao.
I'll fight you and your squad, Jax.
This is Black Dragon territory.
I declare it Kung Lao country.
Don't dismiss me, you arrogant monk.
Stay, and I will cut you to red ribbons.
In death, I am even more deadly.
And yet somehow, I am not afraid.
Pride will be your undoing.
And anger yours, Scorpion.
We played the hell out of that game and even made it to the final boss that was Shao Kahn. But we never could beat him. He was too strong for us, and my brother just didn't have the patience I had, so he gave up completely. And I sure as hell wasn't about to fight this dude by myself, so I gave up. I ended up watching the ending 7 years later. We played the hell out of that game, a lot of 1v1s, and we enjoyed it. Then my mom got me Deception. Yes, I played Deception before Deadly Alliance, and I fell for Sujinko. This motherfucker could literally copy anybody. He was overpowered and I loved it. Come on, give me a break. My favorite superhero is Superman. I like him strong. I beat Deception and I enjoyed the hell out of Conquest. My mom later followed up with Deadly Alliance, and I mean, I enjoyed Deadly Alliance, but for some reason I wasn't really feeling it like I was Deception. It was definitely missing features that Deception had, like stage knockouts and a proper story mode. Oh wait, it's actually the prequel to Deception. I was a kid, I didn't know that. And bless my mom's heart, she had no idea some video games actually had gruesome content. I mean, come on, it's cartoons for kids, she probably thought. But don't worry, Mom, I grew up alright. I mean, apart from always being poor, I'm pretty okay. I don't have psychopathic thoughts about ripping people in half, so you did good, Mom. So after Deadly Alliance, my mom literally just stopped buying me video games. Yeah, good times. I had to watch, all the later games like Armageddon and DC vs. MK on YouTube and shit. Oh well, cool, I guess. It was fun. It's 2011, or was it 10, I think, and MK9 drops. And I'm thinking, holy I want this game. I'm a teenager. I don't have an Xbox anymore. I gave my original Xbox to my cousin who needed it a lot more than I did. I wanted a 360 or a PS3, anything that would let me play this game. My mom wasn't gonna buy it. She was done buying video games for me. I mean, I had a gaming laptop. It was pretty okay. I could run most games on lower settings and lower resolutions at around 30 FPS. But the thing is, there was no MK9 on PC, so I went years without playing MK9 till I actually, bought a PC, which was around the time it finally dropped on PC. I'd saved up money for my PC by working part-time, made my own PC, and man oh man, my brother played the crap out of MK9 with me. I don't remember if I had a favorite. All I know is I was beating my bro's ass with whoever. We were definitely both trash, and every time I went online I would get destroyed, so I just played the computer with my brother. It made me feel good. I was in love with this game, I know I keep saying it. The violence blew my mind, and trust me, if it wasn't for YouTube, I'll probably have a fatality belonging to Aaron Black, and I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I remember playing the story mode, and Lord did it get harder as the game went on. I managed to beat Shao Kahn, and I was thinking, yes! I beat the game. Thank you, Lord. Wait, what is going on? Why are there no credits? What the hell? The story is not over? Oh shit, it actually continues MK2's story. Man, oh man. I don't want to play this hard-ass story mode anymore. I'm good. Thank you. Remember guys, I was booty at fighting video games, so yeah, I never finished the story mode. I just went back to playing ladders and just shit players online. Like me. At the time, I found the gameplay fine. Going back to it today, after coming back from more recent fighting games, it doesn't feel so good. But NetherRealm definitely made a good Mortal Kombat game, at least for the time. Do you guys remember Perfect Legend? I think he was a Kung Lao main. He was legendary. Perfect Legend was legendary. I took a break from Mortal Kombat games. I mean, the MKX trailer had me hyped. But the MK games were too hard. How the hell does NetherRealm expect me to remember all these combos and strings, highs, lows, mids, overheads? No. I was not about to do all that. I mean, Injustice dropped later. I played it and I actually managed to learn a few combos. I was still awful, but I played awful people and I remained awful. I really enjoyed Superman and Zod. The game was fun, but I never dedicated a lot of time to it. But I did enjoy it. I wanted an easier game. But there weren't any easier games around at the time, so yeah, I just kept on playing Injustice. I remember making Batgirl, Superman, and Green Arrow my mains, and just like MK9 before it, I played mostly my brother and people who sucked. I avoided rank at all costs, because in rank, you can't back out. So I made sure to only fight people with win ratios similar to mine on casual, or ideally less, win ratios than mine. Yeah, I know. Sometimes, yeah, I was not a good person back then. I am now, I think. Sometimes I'd get bolder and venture off into rank only to be reminded of my place and why my dumbass should never attempt to play ranked. In my head I kept telling myself, this is for pros, rank is for pros, just enjoy the slice. The slice, that is casual and empty rooms. You noob. So I learned to spam Superman's eye laser and ideally mix it in with his Superman punch. I think I got a crap combo string with Batgirl going, and then Green Arrow, which I mostly spammed arrows with. I don't even remember. but I was getting tired of injustice. I needed change. Hence, Ninja Storm, a fighting game about an anime that I was borderline obsessed with at some point in my teenage years. Combos were dedicated to one button. This is destiny, people. This is what I've been looking for my whole life. I didn't even know it. And this franchise has been around for like 10 years. And no one told me. I mean, I knew about it, but I ignored it. My fault. But yeah, combos dedicated to one button. If I wanted a combo to send him flying in the air, all I had to do was aim the left thumbstick up. After knocking him up, I could chase him with air dash and continue the combo. A neutral to send him flying across the arena, and a down combo to have him wait for me on the ground after I'm done whooping his ass. This was amazing. This was easy. This was simple. All I had to do was manage my chakra bar and my substitution bars, and that was pretty much it, guys. This is what I've been waiting for, and it had characters that I love. I was in love. This was my favorite fighting game, and I was pretty good at it. I spent 2 years playing Ninja Storm, but mostly one friend. We would play each other almost every day, learn from each other. We played it like it was a goddamn religion.
Oh my God!
When I finally played online for the first time, after playing and practicing against one person for 2 years, I dominated that shit. I was wrecking almost everybody I came across. It was insane. I felt like a god. My mains were Naruto, yes, the normal base Naruto with whatever, variants he had. Itachi, Kid Rock Lee, Madara, Akatsuki Sasuke, Kid Neji. Jesus, I was a force of nature. I wasn't struggling at all. It wasn't until I got to the higher levels that I meet people who started giving me trouble. I started meeting people better than me. These dudes would sometimes make me feel like I literally just started playing the game yesterday. But I didn't care. I had an 80% win ratio. I mean, it recently dropped to 79, but that's because I stopped playing and moved on to bigger things. Xenoverse. Not Xenoverse 1. I skipped that completely. Xenoverse 2. But before we jump into Xenoverse, I gotta point out at some point I started playing Dead or Alive 5. Mostly because it had beautiful girls with wonderful assets, but it also had fun gameplay. My friends and I enjoyed this one. We just mashed buttons, figured out cheap moves we could spam to win. That was it. Now back to Xenoverse 2. Never played Xenoverse Online, just my friends, and it was basically Naruto but Dragon Ball with more buttons. And unlike MK, I didn't have to remember anything. This time with Xenoverse 2, I wasn't fighting just one friend. I was fighting a lot of friends, at least 4, 3, 5. That's right, we had a group dedicated to this game who would come to my room almost every night and end with Xenoverse 2. It was an amazing time, and not to toot my own horn, I was usually the best among us. Good times. Goku Blue and Hit were my mains, and boy did I love it. You see, this game, like Naruto before, it had bars and gauges you had to manage. You had a stamina bar and a key bar. You had to make sure you use this in a way that benefits you. Use your stamina bar to fly around, escape combos when you're getting your ass whooped, and teleport. I really enjoyed this game. I mean, like most Dragon Ball games, there's like 20 Gokus, but Blue worked perfectly for me. He became my character, an extension of my being. He understood me, and I understood him. It was basically Stans from JoJo. Okay, maybe I'm breaching, but I had that connection with Blue. He was my character, and I loved him. If Vegeta wasn't working for you, you could have just picked someone else, like Broly. There were just so many characters to pick from. But like Ninja Storm before Xenoverse, I got bored of it. My childhood was calling back to me. The game I had history with for pretty much my whole life, more than any other game to be honest, was calling back to me. Mortal Kombat wanted me back. Mortal Kombat wanted me back. It wanted me back, and I had to answer. I had to. I was watching tournaments of MKX and Injustice 2 had dropped around the time, and shit, I re-downloaded Mortal Kombat X and went to the lab training so I could remember my broke ass couldn't afford Injustice 2. I wanted to do better, so I practiced and practiced. Kenshi became one of my mains. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of me playing Kenshi online because, I didn't care about recording MKX back then. I moved to Raiden and actually made a combo for him. I'm sure it's probably popular online, but I did not look online for this. I practiced my ass off, got my ass whooped online, but I was getting better. Was I having fun? I mean, sometimes, but I was getting better. Years later, MK11 trailer drops. And oh yeah, I skipped Injustice 2. I mean, it looked great. I owned the game, but I only got it when it got put on sale, but never played competitively. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, MK11 trailer.
Mercy is wasted on those who defile Earthrealm.
I'll pick your bones clean.
Savagery is no match for skill.
Those graphics, that blood. I'm thinking, where's Kenshi? No Kenshi? God damn it. Oh wait, Scarlet is sexy as hell. She's gonna be my main. 3 months later after the game dropped, I finally got my copy. I was broke, guys, give me a break. I had budget my money and saved up. So during the 3 months wait, I think I played Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z. It was fun, but I never really got into it. So I got MK11. Jeez, I knew I was onto something when I said I was gonna make Scarlet my main. She was easy for me. I could remember her short combos and keep people guessing. Is she gonna do a high? Is she gonna do an overhead, a low? Well, keep guessing, motherfucker. I was getting better at remembering strings, and I noticed Kung Lao. Yo, this dude's a smartass, and he's stuck living in Liu Kang's shadow, and everyone disrespects him, except Scarlet. She wants to, you know exactly what she wants.
We are not here to parley, are we?
I came to suck you dry.
So I started practicing Kung Lao. I made him one of my mains. I loved him. I don't think he's high tier or mid tier. I think he's low tier. This man has no overheads, and most of his strings are very punishable. But I loved him. And his teleport, though capable of keeping opponents guessing, wasn't always the best because it was very predictable, and unless you use an enhanced boar, you're probably gonna get your ass uppercutted. I'm sure some of you can relate to this, but I hit the lab. I was practicing. My brother would walk in and ask me if I wanted to play online or against him, and I'll just say, nah, not today, bro. I gotta practice. He would come back 2 hours later. What are you doing? Me, practicing. I would take my Kung Lao and Scarlet online, and I was holding my own. I was fighting better than I ever did in any competitive fighting game. I was usually fighting people on my level, and I was actually winning most of the fights against them. This was incredible. It felt great. I would watch YouTube videos of pros using my characters and learn from them. I would learn from my opponents. Whoa, they got me with that little trick? A neutral jump? Are you serious? That neutral jump kept them safe from my wake up in the corner? Now guess what? I'm gonna use neutral jumps too. But as I played, I started hating certain characters. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Scorpion Lord. I hated that motherfucker. But then I caved in and started practicing with him, and you know what? I love him. He is so fun to play. Then NetherRealm patched him the next year. Why? His teleport is now a high. God damn it. I still love him though. It used to be a high and a mid, but it's just a high now. But then I noticed Sonya. This girl was destroying my ass online. I hated her voice. Ronda Rousey, Lord. It was just incredible how good she was, and I hated her for that. Why is she so strong? Then they patched her. Good, I remember thinking. Her air control didn't do a pop-up anymore, and you can't continue the combo from there. I finally, guess what, ended up practicing with her, and I love her. She's slowly becoming my #1 main. I'm so sorry, Scarlet Kung Lao. She's just too good. Way too good. And for some reason, I like her voice now. I hated that shit before, but now I love it. It's got to be a science to it. I don't know. There's got to be a scientific explanation for why I love her so much now. If I time it right, I can do a 30% damage, no bar with her. Do you know how awesome that is? Some people need at least a crushing blow, or at least a goddamn bar. Not Sonya. It's hard to do, but you time it right, you can get it. Sonya's amazing. I tried everyone on MK11, and so far I love Kung Lao, Scarlet, Kano. Kano. His character is incredible, just fun. Not the best, but he's fun. And Scorpion too. So what I'm saying is that I'm glad I got into fighting games, especially Mortal Kombat. Because in Mortal Kombat, I give a lot of different games the chance, and I don't regret it at all. Combos. Now I'm doing better with combos than I ever did. I'm doing better than I ever did in any competitive fighting game. All it takes is patience and practice. Believe me when I say I can relate and understand people's frustrations with fighting games. I never had a knack for competitive fighting games. Even now, I'm not fighting pros who are playing at EVO or the best in the world. But I can definitely hold my own against people who are competitive, that are around my level. That's the thing with fighting games. You gotta understand that there are levels. The better you get, the better people you get put up against. I think I've reached my peak, to be honest. I've got like 51% win ratios going on, but most people I play average 50% as well. I've played over 1,000 games on MK11, and I promise you, most of the people I fight are 50% ratio in terms of wins and losses. Once you start entering that realm of 60, 70, 80, those are the pros. I can't even imagine people with 90% win-loss ratios. I don't know, that would be amazing. But yeah, don't give up, guys. Just keep persevering, keep trying. And you know what? If it's not working for you, give up. I don't give a damn. I busted my ass for this shit. I'm just advising you, don't give up so early. But if you do give up, I understand. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day, and peace.
To the nether realm.
Oh my god. I gotta save that.